3 years ago, did you have any clue that you would have created an internet sensation of owl watchers?
No, not really, and it's been really wonderful to people who are watching now, because it's a wonderful group of people who really care about these birds and really want to learn and just exchange information. So, you know, it was we were doing a little tracking and going, wow, you know, but the people who are watching are the kind of people who really love this.
And that's the fascinating thing we were talking about earlier, is the fact that the people who are asking you questions and blogging, you said the amount of comments that you have are in the multiple tens of thousands, and yet you don't have to eliminate any spam. People are legitimately asking you questions about the birds.
Yeah, they're asking me questions, and it's getting to the point where some of them are watching and learning enough that I don't even have to answer a question. They already know the answer, and so they do it for me. And that's what's a good part about it, that everybody's exchanging information and wanting to learn more. So, and it's exciting too. I mean,
well, speaking of excitement, look at the thrills, the action, the drama. 2 barn owls waiting for their eggs to hatch. Now, very seriously, there are 6 eggs in there right now, but we are truly watching nature at work, and you've watched this happen multiple times over. Barn owls have lots of eggs, and when these little guys hatch, they have quite a road ahead of them.
Sure do, and it's a tough one. Barn owls tend to have a lot of eggs because it's hard for the chicks, not only the chicks to survive, but also once they fledge, meaning they're old enough to fly in about 8 weeks and they take off and get a little help from the parents feeding them, and they got to figure it out on their own. It's hard. I mean, they've got to catch something pretty much every night. And this cam is nothing different than what goes on in millions and literally billions of nests, whether it's a barn owl or a house finch or a hummingbird. It happens all over the world every year. And these guys, we just happen to have them in a really nice spot in our headquarters, and it was pretty easy for me to get a camera up there, and it's just fun sharing it with everybody else.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious, how did you get so interested that you wanted to use the cameras? I mean, it's wildlife and modern technology beautifully used.
Well, when I was being taught as a biologist, I spent a lot of time on the East Coast studying birds of prey, and we used to sit, find a nest, put a blind, a small enclosure in a tree, about 40, 50 feet away, watch with a spotting scope, write notes, do it in the middle of the night, try to stay awake, you know, all this stuff. And then when I started learning about cameras and getting interested in them, I said, these can do it easier, and they're not that hard to set up. And I said, boy, wouldn't it be great to sit on my couch and watch it on TV and hit record when something...
It's not the same.
No, I know, but it's... and the other part about it, it's available to everybody now. It's very simple to get it up on the website. It's not free, but it's still a wonderful opportunity to do it.
And that's what I was going to ask you, actually. You've obviously created personal relationships now with people who may not have ever visited Star Ranch, but now have a personal relationship with Star Ranch and with the birds themselves.
Right, yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people who have become really, they just love to watch these birds, and through that they've come to know Star Ranch. Some have come out for a lot of the wonderful programs that my wife Sandy has developed there, and you know, through all the research and education she's built and this stuff I'm doing, we're trying to get through this owl community the word out that it's a sanctuary. It has these guys here, but there's a lot of other things going on in Orange County, and we need to come attend some of our programs and find out what's going on. And
where's the ranch located?
It's in southeast Orange County, east of Coto de Caza and Dove Canyon, Rancho Santa Margarita, up against the Cleveland National Forest and north of Casper's Wilderness Park.
All right, well, thank you so much for being a part of the show today. If anybody wants to get more information, starranch.org is the website. You can link to the webcams, enjoy the owls, and get out there and see it for real.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's amazing.